Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. We've got exciting new ones for you today. These are the Salomon QST 100s. Ski is offered in two different colorways. These are unisex skis, all offered in both colors and at all available lengths. So no difference in skis for men and women for 2026. And at the end of the day, these are just amazing all mountain / freeride skis that operate well on the feet of intermediates all the way through pretty aggressive expert skiers. We've spent a lot of time on them this past winter, and it's fair to say that in the very competitive 100 millimeter underfoot ski market, these are right at the top. Incredibly fun, strong performance, yet very easy to maneuver and access a large level of the performance spectrum here. We are built with a full poplar wood core. They are using basalt fibers that run the length of the ski from tip to tail. And we have a different cork damplifier material than we've seen in the QST skis in the past. They used to have just kind of one cork block in the tips and the tails, and now it's a little bit more horseshoe shaped coming around. So that allows them to bring the cork down along the edges further, as well as bring the basalt up into the shovel of the ski. That theory continues into the tail as well, where that cork goes around the sides, basalt and wood all the way to the end of the ski. So nice sophisticated build. Really good energy. It's a very snappy ski for what it is, which is, also very shapely. This is the 188 here, and we're on the scale at 2,120 grams. So it's not the lightest ski out there, but it's amazing how mobile it is as a result of those basalt fibers giving you some good energy, and then the shape and the profile are just incredibly useful in a variety of snow conditions and terrain. When we look at the tail first, it kind of is giving more of that splay and more of that twin tip vibe. It's still more of a directional freeride ski. There's not a ton of people that are going to be searching for something like this for park specific use. But there's no denying that there is enough of a rise in the tail there to at least entertain the thoughts of creative freestyle skiing. The mount point is a little bit further forward than what we see in the QST 94, again kind of getting more of a central or freeride or surfy vibe to the ski. So it's already kind of moving towards that realm. And then with the profile or the shape here, we are looking at a very extended taper shape here. So widest part of the skis brought down well into it. So it floats incredibly well, and you're able to just maneuver and steer through softer snow. It's not like you have to make it move and skid sideways. These skis steer very well through trees and tighter spaces. Full sidewall throughout, positive camber underfoot, and then pretty long tail rocker. So a relatively short effective edge, but we're getting an 18.5 meter turn radius in this ski. And that just allows you to really maneuver and make all sorts of different turn shapes and styles. I found it to be a very effective groomer ski, but even more impressive in the woods and in softer snow. We had probably, 8 or 10 pretty snowy days skiing on this QST 100 and never felt a lack of flotation, even though they make a 106 and a 112 and even a 116 in the QST lineup. It almost makes it seem like around here in Vermont that's not entirely necessary, that this 100 is such a good floater. And then same thing going narrower. There is a QST 94. There's the whole stance line, but these are very satisfying and rewarding carving skis. I think that certainly a racer or someone who's an on-piste specific skier is not going to look at something like this, and I totally get it. But if you're an all-mountain skier and you're worried about this being too wide, I might tell you to temper your expectations there. This thing is an extraordinarily good and rewarding carving ski with wonderful energy out of the tail. They do a great job at making this thing pretty poppy with good rebound for how much rocker and splay there is, the performance of the ski does not align with the visual aspect of it. I guess that's how I'll put it, and I'll stand by that, as it is just an extremely well-rounded and capable ski for a variety of conditions and terrain. And make sure you check out this all-new Salomon QST 100 here at SkiEssentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.